Yikes. Just when I thought that the battle and hype from Not Like Us was slowly losing steam, that messy man from Brooklyn, Shawn Carter, said,
"Not on my watch. Not on my watch."
On Sunday, September 8th, 2024, the hip-hop world was set on fire when the NFL officially announced that Kendrick Lamar will be headlining the halftime show at Super Bowl 59, taking place on February 9th, 2025 in New Orleans, Louisiana. This will be Kendrick's first time headlining, but his second time performing in 3 years, after he was a special guest in Dr. Dre's All-Star Showcase in 2022. When commenting on this momentous forthcoming performance, Kendrick kept it short by saying, "Rap music is still the most impactful genre to date, and I'll be there to remind the world why. They got the right one." Jay-Z, who has been the co-producer of the Super Bowl halftime show since 2019, also commented on Kendrick being selected to grace the most coveted stage in music by saying, "Kendrick Lamar is truly a once-in-a-generation artist and performer. His deep love for hip-hop and culture informs his artistic vision. He has an unparalleled ability to define and influence culture globally. Kendrick's work transcends music, and his impact will be felt for years to come." As per usual, not everyone is going to be happy with the artist selected to headline, and with Kendrick being chosen to be this year's performer, there was immediate excitement and also confusion. And honestly, I could see both sides of the conversation. Many people online were very much bewildered by the fact that given that the Super Bowl will be played in New Orleans, Louisiana, where one of, if not the greatest artist that originated from that city was not picked, and that would be Lil Wayne. There are tweets I saw that read, "Listen, I'm not hating on K-Dot hosting the Super Bowl halftime show. He's definitely a big enough artist with enough hits to deserve it, but nobody should be headlining the Super Bowl halftime show in New Orleans over Lil Wayne. No effing body." And another one that said, "I love Kendrick Lamar down. I'm West Coast all day, but New Orleans deserves to have their city highlighted. This should have been Wayne and Cash Money and friends. New Orleans got way too much culture to highlight. Kendrick needs to politely decline." In 2023, Lil Wayne spoke to writer Andre Gee from the Rolling Stone, where he expressed his goal to one day perform in the halftime show. Wayne said, "There's a whole bunch of things I haven't done that I've seen other folks do that I said to myself, man, I'd kill it if I had that opportunity." When asked how he would feel about doing the Super Bowl, Lil Wayne said, "What? How will you feel? I'll kill that ish. We wouldn't even worry about the game after that. Everybody knew that one kid who was watching the halftime show, but that'll be one of the first Super Bowls that they'll be like, both teams were out on the field watching the halftime show." After the news broke, Lil Wayne's engineer, Fabian Maniscalco, took to social media to express his disappointment, in which he said, "Confused, disappointed, angry, but most of all, inspired. We'll never again be in a position or have to go in a position where we are at the mercy of someone else's decision. We will make the decisions." Rapper and mogul Master P, who is also a New Orleans native, spoke out as well on social media by first congratulating Kendrick for his well-deserved honor, before going on to defend Lil Wayne by saying, "As ambassador of entertainment in the city of New Orleans, I have to agree with the fans that Lil Wayne should be a part of this celebration as well. He's one of the greatest hip-hop artists alive, still relevant, and he's a New Orleans native. Let's not miss this cultural moment in the South. Life is too short. We have to give our legends their flowers while they are still here. Change starts with us." Now, there were a lot of comments from people saying things such as, "Lil Wayne is a terrible performer, he doesn't have enough hits, his health is not in the best shape, he has not been relevant since 2010, and the most prevalent comment being that the NFL rarely, if ever, chooses a hometown artist to headline the halftime show. While I think Dr. Dre headlining the Super Bowl in LA in 2002 and Usher headlining in Las Vegas last year due to his 2-year-long Vegas residency might have given people the idea that Rock Nation would follow the same trajectory, I don't think people are delusional for hoping that another Super Bowl taking place in Louisiana would feature one of the biggest rap artists in history that so happens to be from New Orleans. I also think people are really downplaying the legacy of Lil Wayne and what he has contributed to music. He is your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. He has an unparalleled slew of hit records ranging from 6'7", A Milli, Lollipop, Go DJ, Hustler Music, Mrs. Officer, Bedrock, Stun Like My Daddy, Love Me, and so many of his iconic features and legendary freestyles. So let's not play with Dwayne Carter's discography. I say all this to say, while I love Lil Wayne, Jay-Z made the most logical and strategic decision in choosing Kendrick Lamar to headline. Let's be for real and actually look at the facts of the matter. Kendrick Lamar is the first rapper and musician to be awarded a Pulitzer Prize outside of the classical genre. Kendrick is ranked second as the rapper with the most Grammy Awards at 17 wins. In 2022, Kendrick's fifth album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, was the most streamed rap album that year. The following year, in 2023, Kendrick broke the record for the highest grossing rap tour in history with his Big Steppers tour. In 2024, just by looking at this iconic tweet run, it shows you that even without an album out, Kendrick still moves the needle. And we can honestly thank Drake for this because he was the one who summoned Kendrick to come outside, and we all saw how that turned out. Kendrick then celebrated his victory with a Juneteenth pop-out show at the Forum in Inglewood, which was streamed to millions of people on Amazon Prime and Twitch, which resulted in the live broadcast earning the most minutes watched of any Amazon music production ever. The hit song from the battle, Not Like Us, has spent 2 weeks on #1 and several weeks within the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100, and as a cherry on top, has already sold 5 million copies. I'm pretty sure that Kendrick is in album mode and will be dropping a new record soon, given that he teased a new song at the beginning of the Not Like Us video, so I am sure he is not planning to let his foot off the gas in terms of releasing new music. I would not call this a career resurgence because Kendrick has always been relevant and in demand since he became mainstream around 2012, but it is clearly evident that 2024 is the year of Kendrick Lamar, and sadly for Drake and his fans, a round 2 does not matter anymore, and there is truly nothing they could do about it. Just by looking at Drake's subreddit, they have had literally no choice but to admit that Drake made a huge mistake by provoking and battling Kendrick, and it seems it might just be a wrap for Drake until at least late 2025 or 2026. It is one thing for Not Like Us to be the #1 song in America, but with next year's Grammys taking place a week prior to the Super Bowl, in which Kendrick has the opportunity to win his 18th award for one of his scathing diss tracks, coupled with the Super Bowl being broadcasted to over 130 countries and typically having upwards of 100 million people watching the event, the start of 2025 is already looking pretty bleak for Drake's hopeful redemption arc. Let me know in the comments what you all think of Kendrick headlining next year's Super Bowl. What songs would you like for him to perform? Do you think Lil Wayne was snubbed, or do you think Kendrick might bring him out as a special guest? Do you think Drake's image and musical brand can bounce back from this epic loss he suffered in the battle? Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell, and I'll see you next time.